It was just under 1 year ago, May 15th, 2019, when St. John's head coach Ed Heintschel stepped down after 40 years and 725 wins, all coming on the Titans bench. Since then, what has the Hall of Famer turned author been doing? Well, he's stayed connected with basketball, not coaching, but watching a lot more of the game and, well, enjoying retirement.
Well, I'll be honest with you. I do a lot of loafing, you know, and I did an extensive travel right before the big shutdown. I had gone to see, as I mentioned, Vince, and went down to see my daughter in Charlotte, and Tigers in Lakeland. Tim Tebow hit a home run, as did Miggy, who looks great, slim. Went over to New Orleans, up to Memphis, and then to Chicago to see my son. So I did a little loop there. Took about 3.5 weeks, but you know, watched some TV, did some reading and all that kind of thing. I got to see college games. Went over to watch Vincent on a Saturday at Richmond, and Tuesday Dayton at VCU, and that was fun. But I got around to see a number of guys play, and so that was nice. As far as the coaching itself, there's some things I missed, but I will be honest, I was, you know, I had 40 years. I mean, that's a long time, and I felt I was ready to go. So I miss the kids. I miss the people in this building. I come in at least once a week, talk to them, run into the kids and all that kind of thing. But I don't regret it. I think Mike's done a nice job, and we'll continue to do that, continue to grow. I hope they have high school sports and the kids are able to participate and compete. I've had time to reflect on things. I wrote a little book about my career. Yeah, Amazon has it, so it's called Isn't It Ironic? There's just so many ironies in coaching, how I got here in the first place, the number of years that I spent coaching versus what I thought I would do. The kids, some of the kids coming and going here. There's just a lot of ironic little twists to it. But it's a history of St. John's basketball in the 40 years I was coaching.
While we certainly remember Ed's success with the St. John's Titans, did you know while he was Titans head coach, he was able to find time to coach his children's grade school basketball teams?
There were some people that weren't real happy with that. I actually coached my daughter for 2 years at Joan of Arc, and then I coached Teddy and Mike and those guys 6th and 7th grade, 8th grade. A number of those guys were coming to St. John's, and I thought they just needed to get a break from me. And so a young guy named Dan Rudsky, he's a real good guy, took over and coached them, and they had great success. They had a lot of talent.
I mean, that had to be for you one of those deals where, yeah, I understand why you're upset with me, but these are my kids. I want to spend time with my kids.
Yeah, I think the OHSAA granted permission because it was my son, and among others, obviously. But you know, we only practiced an hour a night, and I would just arrange our practice, and Joan of Arc's right by us, and so I'd run over there and do an hour practice, and there's not a lot you could do in an hour with you know, 3 or 4 teams in the gym, but we got done what we could get done.
We'll have more with Ed on BCSN Classics coming up on Monday, May 4th, as we will feature the 2004 state semifinal game between St. John's and Columbus Brookhaven. Outside the Titan Dome, Mark Kuntz, BCSN.